Stop sharing links to your YouTube videos in your Instagram stories like this. I don't care how good your content is, but nobody's gonna click into that. Because I can be very sure that every time you do this in your Instagram story, you're not only failing to promote your own content, you're also actively and actually telling the Instagram algorithm, hey, you know what, don't push my Instagram story. Because you're putting a link that leads people to other platforms. But there is a correct way to do this. And so in this video, I'm gonna walk you through the 5-step framework, which I personally use and I implement it for my clients. It works for account sizes from 2K to 15K, even up to 160K that I personally work with. And this is for coaches and service providers. And we're able to use this tool, this Instagram story, to generate DMs, to generate bookings without using a single link sticker like this. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm Deserie. I manage full content strategy and ads for coaches and personal brands. I started YouTube in like 2020, literally figuring out every single thing up till today by myself. And of course, I did paid for coaches because that is the quickest way that you can learn and get whatever people learn within a shorter amount of time. So everything I'm about to show you are things that I learned, whether it's by myself or from other coaches. And I'm also going to show you some real client examples. So this is not theory, not something I read about, but actually something that I do and I help my clients. And by the end of this video, you have a repeatable 5-step systems that you can use every single time in your stories for whatever objective they want to achieve. So I want to show you something I came across recently. So literally just for this video, I went to different big accounts to find examples, like real stories that they posted so that I can share it with you. So this is by Russell Brunson and this one is another one by Eric Siu. So these two guys are literally big guys in marketing, in AI, and don't get me wrong, they're awesome guys, right? They are really good at what they do. And so coincidentally, I just saw this on their story and this is a great example of what you should not do even if you're that big as these big guys. Now here's the problem. Instagram is not a link sharing platform just like this. It wouldn't work. It can work, but you're leaving money on the table. You're leaving a lot of opportunities there. So there is a better way to do that. And the reason behind this, you gotta think as the platform, because when you drop a link on your story, you're actually telling people, hey, click away, go to YouTube. And the thing is, Instagram do not own YouTube and YouTube does not own Instagram. And as platforms, as businesses, you want people to stay at your platform because watch time matters, stickiness matters. I know that's a bit of like a technology or marketing term because I came from a computer science background, but let's not go into it. So the thing I want you to understand is that Instagram do not want people to leave the app, but how can we optimize this in a way that we still achieve whatever objective we want, which is by bringing people to YouTube so we can nurture them, or to a newsletter, or to our landing page, or wherever you want them to be. So I'm going to walk you through this 5-step framework, and at the end I'm going to take this example by Russell Brunson and rebuild it from scratch to show you how I would actually repackage this. Okay, so if we were to go through Russell Brunson's story,
and it popped out the funniest video. It's like it's so
essentially what I'm doing here is that I want to understand what this video is about, so I know how can we repackage this in a way that people not only watch the short video, but also we bring the traffic to this URL that he has.
And then it's sent to the animators and they animate it. Now it's like a whole, it looks like a Disney Pixar movie, like the animators, it's crazy. And it's got these Harmon Brother jokes all throughout. Like the very last thing is like, this lady calls this girl like, hey, grandma's trying to get on or something. It's like she's trying to sell the thing online, and she's trying to figure out how to set up OnlyFans. Like, grandma, what are you talking about? And then it shows the grandma and she has all these fans behind her and she's got things says OnlyFans. She's like, what? I only sell fans. It's like such a Harmon Brothers joke. I was like, that's insane that it wrote that and the animators made it.
Okay, so basically what this landing page, this website is about is to get people to get on this AI wave and actually use AI. So how I would use this and still drive traffic to this website is not using that short video, because I find there isn't a very smooth reach to bring people there. Okay, step one, what you want to do in your Instagram story is that you want to select a photo. You want to select a photo that is something that is not too striking, but it also catches the attention in a way that it subtly brings out the hidden message, or the message that you want people to understand, or the action that you want them to do, which is by clicking into that AI challenge link in this example. So what I would do is that I would actually find a photo of me working that isn't too much of a close-up, but something like this, right? Because if you too close up, you can't really strategically place the words around in the photo in your Instagram story. So what do I mean by that? Let me show you this photo of my client that I did for him. So Chris is a sales coach where he teaches people how to be a better closer where you earn more money up to like 100K a month, because he has personally done it. But the thing with his story is that he can't really bring it out. So what we've done for this first story is that we want people to resonate with us, which are the leads. Well, it could be business owners or it could be closers. And normally what we do is that we post a 3-post sequence. That is one of the ways. So in this example, I'm showing you the second photo. So why we want to say this bunch of words is because we want them to understand that you can actually get to $1 million a year as a closer. You don't even have to be a business owner. If you are a business owner, there is so much more possibilities of you hitting that number, $1 million a year. And in this third photo, what we want them to do is that, because for the first and second one, we have already given them context. We've already shown them that it is possible to get to $1 million a year, and people will be curious how. So in the third sequence, this is where we show them, hey, I actually broke this down in full structure in a full YouTube video. So if you just reply the word 1 million, then I'll send it your way. You need to understand that when people are curious, they will want to take action. 2 salespersons can be selling the same thing. One can be very hot, so hey, buy, this is so good. And the other one can evoke people's desire and their curiosity, which is what we're doing here in this Instagram sequence. Why this is important to ask them to reply this keyword is because when they reply that keyword, we will start a DM chat. And with this DM chat, we can do so many things. One, appointment setters can go in and set the appointment, book the call. And secondly, DM closers, they can just DM and close the sale. Thirdly, we can nurture them in the DMs and from there understand or qualify or disqualify certain people. That's where you filter things. And number 4, when people reply, there will be so much of engagement that tells Instagram that, hey, people like this story. Hey, people are taking action. They're interacting with this story, with this account. So let's push it to more people. That is how the algorithm works. It's not that, oh, it's much hotter now. But all of these things, there are reasons why we use certain strategies, why we do certain things, or why we don't do certain things. Because number 1, it's human psychology, and number 2 is the system's algorithm. So this is how I would redesign Russell Brunson's story. Okay, so I just choose a photo. This is not too much of a close-up. It's just nice, but just ignore the clothes. It's random. It's not nice. But because mainly I want to demo to you how I would do it. Because his website is about teaching people. I think this is a webinar that he wants people to attend, and then in the webinar, this is like a webinar funnel. So in the webinar, this is where he sells. So what we can do is that, let me go back to Instagram. So we can write this copy. People say AI will replace jobs, but AI actually is giving me more time now than ever. And I've literally booked 12 calls this week, then $51,370 cash collected, and saved $12K a month using AI. Now these numbers are made up, so for this purpose, demo purpose only. You wanna break it down so it's easy to see. I wanna give it like a little more of a contrast so it's easy for people to see or see the difference and focus on the words. So I'm just choosing a background. I think the best one would be, yeah, Paris looks okay too. So for the second post in this story sequence, I would say something like, the problem is not with AI replacing jobs. It is whether people adapt and accept this technology or not. So I'm just voice writing in my MacBook and then I copy over to my phone. Nowadays, I'm just too lazy. I don't even type. I just voice type because it's so much more efficient. I'm a lot of a productive, a high performance. I'm very much into that. So if you're curious about this tool that I use to voice type to save me a ton of time, the link is down below. You can have, I think, 1 month free trial. So for this second photo, I would say something like this. The problem is not with AI replacing jobs. It is whether people adapt and accept this technology or not, and how people use it to make their work and lives easier. For those that are lacking, they will always complain. And for action takers, they will always be the one who will win. So this is for my second post. And for the third post, of course, it's better to find better photos, but just because this is a demo, so I'm just quickly doing it. All right, so for the third one, what I will do is that I'll just say something like, This may sound crazy. We bootstrap $1 billion company from scratch. Now this is from whatever that he says in the landing page. This is what he says at the hero section. We bootstrap a $1 billion company from scratch. So that is exactly what I want to put it in here, because the message has to be congruent. This may sound crazy. We bootstrap a $1 billion company from scratch. I want to show you how you can do it alone with AI. Just reply in this story with the word AI and I'll show you how. Okay, this one, this last CTA section, I want to separate it out. And then for the third photo, I can do something like this. This may sound crazy. We bootstrap a $1 billion company from scratch. I'm going to show you how you can do it alone with that. Just reply in this story with the word AI, and I'll show you how. I want to like zoom this and make this a little bit bigger as compared to the rest. So this is a very simple and fast way of just a demo of how I would change it. So if we were to compare this old one, which is what Russell Brunson has, and compare it with these new sequence, which one do you think people would want to click in more? That's for you to see. That's for you to say and judge. That's for you to decide. But I personally feel that if you give people more reason that you have built a $1 billion company and you're going to teach people how, so that will make them very interested in want to click. So if you have a content team, send them this video, because this is the exact playbook they can run every single time you post a new video, a new episode, or a new podcast, new newsletter. They don't need to reinvent every single time. So this is one of the best ways that you can do. And if you need help and you feel like you want to like outsource this and let someone who actually understands this, just shoot me a DM on Instagram. Just send me a word story and we'll see how we can work things out for you. So if you find this helpful, perhaps you can look at this video, which is about Instagram trial rules and how you can hack it and gain more traffic organically. Link is in the description, and I'll see you in the next one.